For NBA season 2, I think we kind of weak in our team fight. We kind of like communication in the who is gonna initiate first and who is gonna go killing I think we have the kind of little problem like that. So I think that's why we lost pretty much in every single team fight. Yeah, we prepare a lot. We coming to Philippines while we are stay time in Myanmar, and we also study all the enemy team strategy and their play time, and we make our own play time to play against them. I think the most big hero is going to be the Grok, the tank, because when you have Grok in your team, you can play aggressive, you can control the map more easily. And for the most fun hero, I think it's going to be the Harich, the mage. He has good mobility to survive in the team fight, and that's why I think he's going to be the most fun hero in the game. Yeah, we feel a little bit stressed because for Philippines, they also the last year NBA champion SSA, and it's we have to play in their own country, so I think they have upper hand in terms of sport. Yeah, so we feel a little bit stressed. Yeah. For those supporting us fans from Myanmar, I really want to say that thank you for the support. We're trying our best in this tournament, so I want to say them to keep supporting us no matter if it's a win or loss.
The best team in Singapore, give it up for EVOS Esports SG!
Team of Singapore, Burmese Ghouls!
All right, gentlemen, it is time to fight. It is time to battle. You may go and shake your hands and sit in your battle stations.
And now, let us ask our casters what they think will happen in this match.
Sure, but what we know for sure here is it's going to be intense Mobile Legends Esports action. Welcome back to the MSC 2019. I'm Rockhart.
And I am Kid.
It's going to be an action-packed series, of course, the best from Singapore, like you heard right there. EVOS Esports SG versus the Burmese Ghouls from Myanmar.
And very big talk coming in for EVOS
Man,
Esports. I cannot
I was surprised
get
with that.
over it because Cambodia and Laos, what was the other one?
Myanmar. They said Myanmar as well.
Myanmar as well. They said they are they're
behind. They cannot keep up.
They can't keep up. They're the least threatening in this tournament, and I cannot get over how much shade he threw.
Yes, that was just a very powerful statement from one of the best of Singapore that has to offer. So
I mean, rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Yeah, they did prove that. They did a lot of analysis. They said, you know what, this is what we know. We just improved ourselves after a boot camp for MSC, and then we're gonna give it our all. I feel like it's gonna be a very intense matchup though, because after all that talk, man, you have to back it up.
Yeah.
You have to be able to back up stuff like that, and that's something that we are going to watch out for here today in this matchup. Of course, something we're gonna have to look out for as well is how well these guys are gonna be performing. Of course, let's have a look at the brackets. For the meantime, it is going to be Diversity Helheim dropping first, and I gotta say, I felt bad. I was hoping to see more of these guys. And let's have a look at the brackets right now, because so far I feel like
it's been, look at this. Okay, Geek Fam 2-0, Diversity Helheim going back home, and whoever wins Burmese Ghouls versus EVOS Esports will get to fight Geek Fam. And Geek Fam definitely showing up how strong they are in this tournament. And Burmese Ghouls, we can't forget how strong they are as well. Although they went 1-1 in their own groups, they still showed up, you know. They're still saying, oh, we're strong too, don't underestimate us.
I mean, they were not too old. I mean, they only happened once, but they fought back. Speaking of EVOS though, we got Ace on the tank, JPL on multi-roll, Oh Dear Bambi on mage, Kid on the multi-roll, Potato Fire Assassin, and so as a marksman fighter.
And that is EVOS Esports SG, the Singaporean representative. And of course, we are going to be seeing the next team as well, which is Burmese Ghouls. Alright, so we have Ace on the marksman / assassin, CGO on the marksman / assassin, Ice on tank / support, BB and DB on the tank / support as well, and Ruby DD on the fighter / marksman.
So these are your Myanmar representatives. Burmese Ghouls are definitely gonna be in for a hard time, just because of how stacked up this current lower bracket is. I mean, especially considering they had a really strong, statement where they're not gonna let Harif through. Such a high mobility, and it'll probably be banned out as well by EVOS.
You never should as well. And look at this, the future players. Ruby DD on the Lunox. We've seen how much of a threat Lunox can be.
The Lunox, man. Lunox, all you need to see. And the Hayabusa for EVOS, they picked it up. I mean, EVOS is one of those teams in the group stage that really gave a lot of power here to the Hayabusa pick. So Hayabusa definitely going to be making a comeback in this game a lot better. Hopefully a lot better than the last Hayabusa where we saw it was actually a bit lower down in the power levels.
Are we really going to talk about that Hayabusa from last game? I feel bad for that Hayabusa. I don't want to rub salt into the wound, but I mean, of course, Diversity, they're going home. Let's not forget that fact. They did well in the group stages, I think, but the Hayabusa pick in this case, he was shut down so badly. And I hope we get to see a redemption pick for the Hayabusa in memory of Diversity Helheim.
Exactly. Of course, we are live here in the Smart Araneta Coliseum. This whole play-in and playoff stages will be happening June 21st, which is right now, until the 23rd. Your tickets right now, ticketnet.com.ph. If you are in Manila, you would not want to miss this event.
And I also heard that you can walk into the Coliseum and buy your tickets here mismo. So, let's go. All right, guys, again, we are live on Facebook Gaming. And MSC 2019 is brought to you by EGG Network and Moonsun. Of course, our legendary sponsor, Smart, and elite sponsor, Realme and HyperX. Without these guys, without these sponsors, we wouldn't have done it. MSC wouldn't be possible, and thank you so much.
Of course, thank you all so much as well. You guys on the streams, you guys are the ones who make the most noise. So please make sure you share the stream. Give it to your friends, tag your loved ones. Let them know we got intense Mobile Legends action happening right now. The best of Southeast Asia will be determined in the next few days.
Also, I want to mention how difficult it was for Burmese Ghouls to manage in their groups. They were in a group with Onyx. But they took it back against Wawa Gaming. Now they were 1-1 with 3 points, taking a second seed, falling one-sided against Onyx.
Hopefully that doesn't happen in this one though.
Yeah, hopefully.
We want to see those free game series. Check that out, EVOS with a roaring tiger on their chest, looking really ready to go. Bambi on your screens, captain for EVOS SG.
This
They
is-
seem very confident,
Yeah.
don't they?
And this is gonna be the first time Burmese Ghouls will fight against EVOS Esports. And also, I also want to mention, Ruby DD picked Lunox in all 4 matches they played.
Yeah,
resulting.
Lunox pick, man, for
Yeah,
Ruby
the
DD.
Lunox
That's an
pick.
insta ban. If I was EVOS, that will be an instantly banned pick.
It's a respect ban as well. It is also a 50% win rate for Ruby DD. They definitely don't want that, so they gotta ban it out. And also, EVOS, I want to talk about his group as well. They were up against Archangel and Overclockers, and of course, I want to mention Overclockers at this point.
Overclockers, of course.
Very, very unexpected showing from Overclockers. We realized just yesterday that Overclockers was such a threat.
It really was. It took a
scary.
lot of people by surprise. How strong the Vietnamese region are as well. So that's something to look forward to later on. But for now, EVOS, I feel like the Burmese Ghouls, they're going to have a hard time. Because you know what? We know what Faraz said, right? They are one of the best that EVOS, that Singapore has to offer. And they really showed up. They did not give the Geek Fam squad an easy time in their own MPL.
And just Overclockers is insane, too. Dude, okay, I want to talk about Overclockers even more. It's just, we didn't realize how scary they were until we saw how much they messed up the group stages. We predicted that they would be the last seed, but
everyone,
guess what? They got one game.
Yeah, everyone just went nutso there. And of course, Overclockers, I'm very excited to see these guys. Do you think they're a possible, like, best, at least minimum top 3 finish?
Overclockers?
Yeah.
That's a very hard question to answer.
Yeah, right now we are very early on. I know, I was just teasing. Right now though, again, we are waiting for the draft to go in. Make sure to hit that share button before we get started. And I would really want to see some really weird picks from Burmese Ghouls. Because these guys, they say they're not that current in the meta. You know what? If I heard that I was Burmese Ghouls, I would tell EVOS, you want a different meta? We're gonna give it to you. That's something I want to see in response, and I really, really hope that Burmese Ghouls can pull it off right here on the big stage.
All right, so Burmese Ghouls looking so focused right now. They should be discussing what type of picks are they gonna be choosing from.
Yeah, I mean the picks are. I'm pretty sure they had a lot of things in their minds. So many matches are visible from the EVOS SG lineup, so it should not be that difficult of a take. But right now, let's talk about that less and more about the draft. Burmese Ghouls versus EVOS Esports SG.
All right, so Burmese Ghouls on the left side of the screen, the blue team, and of course EVOS Esports SG on the red side. And of course, I'm predicting that the Lunox is gonna be banned right away along with the Herod.
Yeah, I'm expecting Harif. Chodo, I feel like there's just so much respect around the whole community for the show for EVOS. It's just such a powerful pick. And it has happened in the group stage. It was one of those most banned heroes against EVOS as well.
Yeah, and of course the Herod, as predicted, will be banned right away. 108% ban rate from Herod. It's insane. It's been 2 days now that we have not seen a single Herod. And of course, Burmese Ghouls banning out that Lunox.
It really is. I really feel like the Lunox is just a strong pick as well. Like, remove that.
I mean,
it's going to be a very different matchup.
It's kind of weird, as well. It's kind of weird as well because
they're banning themselves out, right?
They're banning themselves out. They're the first pick. They had the potential to take that Lunox out. But what I think is happening here is that EVOS Esports, they are a very strong team. We can't deny that.
Yes.
But they might have a game plan for the Lunox.
Yeah, I think if you're going to deny one of your most powerful picks, you would have something as a backup. And I think Burmese Ghouls, they just might have it here.
This should be a Claude. This should be
possibly a Claude, possibly...
The Claude is open.
You know...
Maybe the Kaja. Maybe the Kaja.
Kaja,
forgot about the
is
Kaja
actually,
as
yeah,
well.
that's a good point. Get that Kaja in. Completely forgot. Claude, Kaja, you name it. I'm pretty sure Burmese Ghouls, they're going to pull off something different.
Hayabusa. Okay, they're taking it away. They're taking it away from EVOS Esports. They don't want to deal. They don't want to deal with the pressure of the Singaporeans. The Singaporean Hayabusa Selena picks is too much to deal with. It's understandable that they take out the Hayabusa, but that leaves the Kaja and also the Claude open.
Yeah, the Claude is going to be a big problem later on. Will they take it up? I feel like it's such a strong pick for EVOS that they should not ignore it completely. Otherwise, what other priority picks do you want here? Do you want a Minotaur in your comp? Do you want to deny that from Burmese Ghouls, or are they planning something else?
As expected, the Claude and also the Kaja is going to be banned at this point, but that leaves the Minotaur open. The Minotaur should be a priority pick at this point because the Grok is banned out.
Yes.
And Lolita would be a very questionable pick.
Yeah, if Burmese Ghouls don't take the Minotaur here, there is a very big possibility that it will be banned out from them or taken away by EVOS SG. So they have to really take into consideration whether or not they want to lock down that Terizla and they get the Diggy instead.
What are these rush Terizla picks? This is the first time I've ever seen a Terizla being picked right away. But
Yeah.
of course, understandable enough, the Diggy is going to be picked. So let's see if the Diggy can counter that Kaja.
I do find this so weird, man. Like, what is the thinking here for Diggy? The problem with Diggy is if he's the one who gets Divine Judgment in the face,
I mean,
he can't save anyone.
also, the Diggy's priority should not be always in the back line. The Diggy should be in the middle of the entire enemy team, but because in case they got caught, the Diggy can just respond right away because he is in the middle. But of course, we also have to mention that the Burmese Ghouls, they were always banned out with the Diggy. The Diggy was always taken away from them during the bans. Do you remember that, Rockhard?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's surprising to see as well that Burmese Ghouls giving that much priority. I mean, that means that if they block in the Diggy, that means they want something really fast going on.
Yeah, it's a
They
pocket
want
pick.
something that cannot be stopped by crowd control. So I think they might get an Akai, or they basically deny the Akai pick actually completely. They're
Yeah.
forcing EVOS to use the Akai. Like right now, they're running out of tanks.
I mean, they already have Burmese Ghouls already have a Terizla, but I don't think it's enough just yet. So what's on the table? What's left on the
Uranus.
table? Is what's left
Uranus.
on the table is
Yeah.
Lolita and Akai. And at this point, EVOS have to ban out an important pick and just go for that Akai.
The powerful pick about the Diggy, though, it kind of negates the Numenon Blast from the Lolita as well. So it's gonna be a tough decision for EVOS. Not only do they have to ban someone out,
alright.
which is gonna be a strong mage as Gushin, but they also need to think about who do we pick as a crowd control tank.
Alright, so this should be an Akai. They don't have a tank just yet. I don't think they want to go for a Lolita. This should be an Akai.
Yeah, if it was either one of these picks, actually will be countered very heavily by the Diggy. So EVOS is here in a bit of a pickle here in the draft phase.
Yeah, they're
Oh my gosh.
already losing their drafting phase, but it's still too early to mention. I mean, you win the game twice, right?
Yes.
You win the game twice. First is the pick and ban phase, the drafting phase. Second is the entire game. So let's see if EVOS Esports do manage to pick out what they want. And it will be Thamus that's going to be picked, or Thams rather.
So they're starting to just ignore the tank lineup completely. And now it's up to Burmese Ghouls whether or not who they're going to pick it up, who is going to go on top. They get the Akai. No Diggy to counter this Akai right here.
Yeah, and Akai, along with the Diggy, there's going to be a lot of counter picks to their own counter picks. And Kadita is hovered as well, so that's going to be a lot of damage with the rough waves, and it will be locked down, ladies and gentlemen. What is the last pick going to be? They still lack a real tank.
They really do. I mean, but Belleric could be a big pick. It doesn't care about the Diggy.
Yeah.
And Belleric can keep the Selena and the Claude alive. Other than that,
At what cost?
who do you actually
Yeah.
pick up? You're running out of tank picks.
mean-
Got Kacha?
They're in a bit of a pickle right now. EVOS
yeah.
Esports have to make a decision.
They can't make. They cannot pick like an AOE crowd control.
Yeah.
It's gonna be countered very easily. So they might just go full damage here.
Unless, of course, they don't go for a tank. As what you just mentioned, they might just go full damage. They want to go for the risk. And look at this, the
Okay.
Hylas.
So you don't want a big AOE knockdown. You don't want a big AOE stun.
Yep.
I will give you an AOE move speed here.
Yeah.
For my composition is the EVOS response. Hylos getting picked up here for EVOS Esports SG.
I have a friend back home who would be very happy seeing this Hylos pick for the first time ever in a tournament.
Let's go Hylos, and that's something that we want to see if it's going to be effective or if it's going to go down the drain. EVOS Esports SG versus Burmese Ghouls. Myanmar versus Singapore. Who will be your picks? Hashtag BG win for the Burmese Ghouls or hashtag EVOS win for EVOS Esports SG.
All right, so I'm very excited as to how this Hylos pick is going to be used and utilized and how it will affect the entirety of this tournament, because if this works out, then the other teams will be influenced. You can't forget about that
I
as well.
would copy that. I would copy that completely. So for the meantime, it's going to be Burmese Ghouls versus EVOS Esports SG Game 1. Let's run them down while we're on the pause.
Yeah.
Ace, for Burmese Ghouls, it's going to be Ace on the Hayabusa. CGO on the Terizla, PVNDV on the Akai, Ice on the Diggy, and of course the last pick, I completely forgot. There you go. I'm just kidding. Obviously, we're just gonna hold on for a pause. I think someone kind of lagged out here.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my goodness, that was brilliant.
Now, actually, it's actually a Kadita here.
Oh, okay, it's a Kadita.
Yeah, for.
But the pause is gonna come in.
Ruby
though.
DD.
There it is. All right, so we're just gonna wait until the pause is. It's gonna be unpaused so we can introduce everyone, because I completely forgot about the lineup as well. All I know is that there is a Hylos present.
Yeah, your mind got stuck on that Hylos, didn't it? I feel like that Hylos pick doesn't get seen often, but it is also EVOS Esports SG making use of some newer picks. That is just the confidence of this team that they don't mind. We have practiced this in the background. We're gonna use it right here, right now for you guys. So you guys just watch out and watch out for that pick as well. We got a lot of strong damage compositions here. We have a Kaija, we have a Grok. I mean, no, not a Grok. Anyway, we'll recap
honestly,
that in a bit.
I completely forgot about the entire roster, the entire team.
Yeah.
It's just that let's talk about something else real quick. I want to talk about how EVOS Esports went to the lower bracket. I mean, they were in a group with Archangel.
Yeah, Archangel just overpowered these guys.
Yeah.
By the way, they're standing right in front of us. That's actually a bit of a treat. So I hope that kind of doesn't put a damper on EVOS's finish. They did finish a close second to them.
Yeah.
Of course,
they took it to a game 3.
Yeah,
they took
they
it to
did.
game 3.
I mean, we
In
got
fact,
very tired from that.
Yeah. In fact, every game of their group took to a game 3. So that is pretty amazing, especially when you're up against Archangel. Archangel, the hometown heroes, but it looks like in this Coliseum, people still cheer a lot for Bren.
Yeah, I feel like the Bren lineup is just something that a lot of fans still have a lot of trust on. Give trust to the Bren guys there, and also, of course, make sure that you follow I mean, these are fans who followed them since MPL Season 1 here in the Philippines. So they have built a very strong, a very loyal fan base, and everyone here in the stadium right now just want to see Bren win. It's something that we have to watch out for later on. Of course, we are encountering technical difficulties. We'll come back to you very, very shortly. And right now, EVOS Esports SG.
Yeah.
What's the power of this lineup? I feel like the lineup here for EVOS, they want to go for the chase. They want to use that Terizla. They just want to hammer things down.
EVOS didn't want to go for a Lolita pick. Let's admit it. They didn't.
Yeah, no Lolita picks at all. I feel like the Diggy
Diggy
pick by
completely
Burmese
counters it.
Ghouls, it stopped a lot of the aggression from the EVOS lineup. It's forced EVOS to go for the late game instead. Like the late game, Diggy will not really be that powerful compared to like earlier game where it'll negate all of the ultimates. And of course, we know that Diggy just uses time journey to stop a lot of the stunts, and the ultimates are so much more powerful in the earlier game.
And as what you mentioned earlier, the name of the game for EVOS Esports at this point should be taking out that Diggy. That Diggy will negate every type of CC coming in from EVOS Esports, and they will fall if they don't manage to take him down.
Yes, exactly. Priority here is going to be a huge. Of course, Kaja can. The thing about Divine Judgment, it doesn't. If Diggy's the one who's being Divine Judgment in the face,
You can't use the time journey.
He can't time journey
Yeah,
away from it.
You can't time
So
journey.
it's gonna be up to EVOS SG whether or not they can fish for a bird.
Fish for a bird.
They're gonna have to fish for a bird
They're gonna
here.
go bird catching.
Yeah, bird catching with
I mean, they're both birds, so.
bird catching with a bird. Isn't that like speciest?
That's cannibalism,
that kind
basically.
of it attacks the species.
That's
So
survival of the fittest.
the battle of the birds here in the first game for EVOS Esports SG versus the Burmese Ghouls.
The Minotaur was banned out, right, by EVOS?
Yeah, the Minotaur was banned out, I think, by Burmese Ghouls.
Oh, by
So
Burmese. Okay.
that's the reason why they kind of got forced to just go for the more vanilla route and not pick up the usual tanks. When we say usual tanks, usually that means the Minotaur.
Minotaur, Grok,
Yeah.
or maybe even an Akai. I mean, those are the
Akai
top
got
three.
picked up, yeah.
Those are the top 3 tanks in this meta right now. And since Akai got picked up, the Grok was also banned out, as well as the Minotaur. It left EVOS Esports with no choice. You know, going for that surprise Hylos, and let's just pray that it works out. Honestly,
You know, yeah, what I pray here is that did EVOS actually practice this, or were they pushed into that
yeah,
direction?
yeah.
Did Burmese Ghouls just do the unthinkable and starve
I mean,
EVOS SG of the Track Pinks?
if you're in a stage like this, you should be able to prepare to any type of scenario you're forced to be in. Say, for example, every tank like this one, every tank is taken away from you. You should be having that pocket pick just like that Hylos, or maybe even something else. But of course, guys, again, we are live on Facebook Gaming. If you're watching already, thank you for supporting the stream.
Yes.
And Mobile Legends Southeast Asia Cup 2019 is brought to you by EGG Network and Moonsun. Of course, big shout outs to our legendary sponsors Smart, and also our elite sponsor Realme and HyperX.
And if you want to see these very good looking guys on the stage live, you should just come on down. Go over to the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Tickets are going to be available.
Yeah.
It's going to be very fun to see you guys here. There will also be, I heard there will also be like some sort of pictorial meet and greet
It's a
later
meet
on
and greet later
behind
on, yeah.
the stages. So that's going to be so interesting. You guys, if you want to take if you want to catch a rare glimpse of
Your
players
favorite
from other
players.
countries here in the Philippines, you should go right now. Buy those tickets. Ticketnet.com.ph.
Or you can walk in.
Just walk in. They are available in the ticket booths in Smart Araneta Coliseum.
Yeah, and unfortunately though, the Mythic tickets are sold out. We've mentioned it yesterday and we'll mention it again. The Mythic tickets are sold out, but the other tickets are still available. So you can just walk in and get those tickets and support your favorite team, support your favorite casters as well, and let's have some Mobile Legends action.
That's right, Mobile Legends. So fun to watch here. The MSC 2019 looking really hot. Again, Burmese, if you just joined the stream, Burmese Ghouls, they already went, or they're going to be going home. Sorry, the Diversity Hellheim. They all got beaten by a 2-0 by Geek Fam.
And
So
both very one-sided games, I have to admit.
yes, absolutely. I
Game
think the
one
first
wasn't as
one
close,
was
yeah.
not as much.
Not as much, but game 2, it was a complete stomp. It was
It
a
really was.
wash. It was just crazy for...
So
So what is going to happen right now?
Your team is picking.
Diggy.
Your team is picking.
Ladies and gents, we are back. This is gonna be
is
match
picking.
1. Burmese Ghouls versus EVOS Esports SG. We are loaded straight
Your team
into
is
the
picking.
draft here. And we're already halfway through.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a very, very interesting. We're gonna go
Yeah.
into
It was a remake. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
remake. Now they're just fast picking right now. The
Your
same type of
team
bands, the
is
same type of
banned.
picks. So we can get into the game right away. We've discussed this enough. So let's see. Let's just wait until the game starts.
Yeah, game is gonna be very
Your team
interesting to
is
watch,
banned.
man. I mean, the FAMS pick, it did prove to be a very powerful pick in the past, in the group stages as
Your
well.
team is
But
picking.
I want to see if it's gonna work here, because there's so many ways that these guys from
team
Burmese
is
Ghouls
picking.
can actually dodge against the FAMS. They don't need to fight against the FAMS. They just need to
Your
stick to their
team
guns.
is picking.
So
And now, of course, because of that
Hylos.
pause, these teams have enough time to talk about their strategies against, how the Hylos is going to be picked, how the Hylos is going to be dealt with, and, overall just game plan. Discussion
Yeah.
of the game plan.
man, the game plan here seems to be a lot better this time around. I mean, I love that the Burmese Ghouls tried to win over EVOS Esports SG through the draft, but I feel like EVOS, they still pretty much got what they wanted. So let's wait and see what's going to happen here. EVOS Esports SG versus the Burmese Ghouls.
The Myanmar versus Singapore. Let's get into the game. All right, I can't wait. I mean, the Hylos, I'm still pretty excited for the Hylos pick. It's been a highlight since,
Yeah.
since the game started, since before the pause happened. It's been a highlight.
I want to see it.
still
You
wanna
know what?
see-
I want to see it as well, man. I want to see a strong Hylos pick. Hopefully, we'll get a Hylos highlight somewhere here. Anyway,
Smash them.
let's run them down once more for the
All
Burmese
troops
Ghouls.
deployed.
Ice on the Diggy. Ruby DD on the Kadita. CGO on the Terizla. PVNDV on the Akai. Ace on the Hayabusa.
And for EVOS Esports, we have Odir Bambi on the Selena, JPL on the Kaja, Potato on the Toms, Soul on the Claude, and also the surprise pick, Ace on the Hylos.
And
Here we go.
surprises are not on short supply here today, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like a lot of teams, they're trying to surprise the enemy teams with some weird picks as well.
I mean, the
Question-
first surprise that we had was Aurora.
Yeah.
It was Aurora pick for Onyx Esports, and then now we have Ace EVOS Esports on Hylos.
Yeah. So Hylos, let's see how effective it's gonna be. Is it gonna last against the onslaught here?
Wow.
He does get a lot of damage done, but for now, top lane gonna be pressured as well.
All right, so here we go. Ice is gonna get melted, just one hit away, but they won't be able to get that kill as well. The top lane is gonna continue to be pressured, and Diggy has to recall.
Man. So right now, I feel like the EVOS team is starting to get more and more into the groove here. Of course, it will be secure there.
Goodness.
Goes over to Ruby DD.
They are so aggressive. Burmese Ghouls are so aggressive with these invades, with these counter invades as well. But look at this EVOS, the members of EVOS Esports. The stun is going to come in on the Akai. He's going to get melted as well. The first blood coming in for Claw.
Oh man, the crowd is going wild here. So many fans of EVOS here crowding and screaming here in this smart Araneta Coliseum. They're very happy to see that work. But will the Burmese Ghouls give more? Bambi, he is planting
Turtle
all
resurrecting
the
soon.
traps. The Abyssal Arrow to the face is going to deal a lot of damage to the Hayabusa.
Oh
and
my
the Diggy
goodness.
surprise against this.
Here we go. Ruby DD is going to be pushed out, trying to dodge that arrow. But Soul is going to be able to back away as well. Ruby DD was forced to dodge that arrow and walk into the Claude.
Yeah,
And that should have been a really smart play for
Launch
EVOS, but they
attack.
will counter that perfectly well.
at least they're not giving away too much. That's what I can say about Burmese Ghouls. They're really showing up strong. Ruby DD though, he's going to be flowing in with the Ocean Oddity. Goes for the rough waves to get out and will be safe. No Kaja ultimate yet, so he will not be pulled back.
All right, so this should be a turtle dance, ladies and gentlemen. Burmese Ghouls need to contest this. They should not give away this advantage, but it looks like they're not even gonna try to contest this. Ace is way too late. Ice throws down that bomb, but JPL will be able to block that one. No potential steal for EVOS. I mean,
Ooh.
Burmese.
Bottom lane being hammered down by Terizla. He has such a strong base attack stat. It's perfect for taking down towers alone, and that is exactly what he's doing. However, we're gonna have to wait and see if he can survive a gank here, because I think that's gonna be a very good possibility later on.
Yeah, and of course, I've mentioned this since 2 days ago. The Selena is gonna roam a lot, gonna go for that Abyssal Arrow, but Ruby DD gonna be stunned as well. PV and DB trying to respond to this, but Ruby DD.
Oh boy, that was close!
That was
Oh
super
my
close.
gosh!
And Oh Dear Bambi gonna be forced to recall as well, but the top lane potential dive coming in 4 against 3. Are they gonna choose to dive it in? It's still a 1v1 down at bottom lane, but it looks like they're gonna go for it, ladies and gentlemen. 1 CC to rule them all.
Man, the 1 CC, man, it's all it's gonna take. One big breath of the ocean could lock down the whole EVOS Esports squad on the top side, but on the bottom, Soul, he just wants to go proactive with a blazing duet into the minion waves. He's dancing, and he's just stepping all over the bottom lane for BG.
Oh my goodness, the stun is gonna come in, but Oh Dear Bambi won't have enough damage to follow it up, and especially the fact that it's an Akai. PVNDB is a tanky Akai. And I also want to mention, isn't EVOS Esports that one team known to use that Claude ultimate just
Oh my god, though, yes, that's absolutely right, but the rough waves by Ruby DD just store the crap out of that Selena, and now top lane being dominated by Burmese Ghouls. Potato, he's already used the ultimate.
Look at that jungle.
Oh, EVOS with a great answer.
Kanita, the good answer from EVOS Esports, that is now at 2 for 2 and equal amount of gold right now. Potato put a lot of under pressure. BVNDB dangerously low. You might get conversion on pal, but the stun is going to come in with the 1,000-pounder as well. Ice have to back away. You don't have mana, sir. EVOS. Soul is activated.
Oh wow!
You do not have
He's burning him down! It's a killing spree!
The killing spree for the Claude and EVOS Esports, capitalizing on every single resource that Burmese Ghouls is missing.
I don't think Burmese Ghouls expected that. Man, the Claude usually doesn't join fights until he's like level 10 or so. But Soul, he wanted to go right in. He joined it, and Diggy, he already used the time journey. No escape from that one anymore.
His rotation, Soul's rotation was so fast that Burmese Ghouls did not have any idea that, oh, the Claude was there?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I don't have mana. Oops, I'm dead.
Right now, though, the Burmese Ghouls, they got the turtle, so that's pretty good. Going for them, gets more kill pressure for Ruby DD on that Kadita.
Now the Hayabusa should be doing what he should be doing. He should be split pushing right now. I forgot about the fact that we have a Hayabusa in this game.
Hayabusa. Is it going to be the problem? Is it going to be the Hayabusa handicap here? Something to watch out for. Ace, he does have
Ace
the
big trouble
bid
right now.
onto the kill.
Gonna be ganked on
Does he have the shadow kill? Nope.
Nope,
he
not
does
just
not.
yet. Not yet.
Oh, but that's a wasted red carpet there.
Yeah, that's a wasted red carpet as well. But it looks like a potential skirmish might happen, but the Abyssal Arrow misses, and narrowly misses Ace right now.
Barely
But
hits
look
it.
at this, they're gonna come in as well. Ruby DD gonna be caught, but the Ocean already the escape. But look at this.
Oh, no, he wants to go!
The Divine Judgment is gonna be used on PV and DB, and the mega kill for the Claude. That's too much kills for Claude right now. And the Ocean already gonna be used. Ruby DD in big trouble, gonna be converged on, but no Ocean. Rough waves to be used, and EVOS Esports absolutely dominating Burmese Ghouls right now, and EVOS Esports just completely demolishing Burmese Ghouls in the early game.
They are rolling right now. EVOS Esports SG really doing a number on the Burmese Ghouls. Shut down for Soul. That is actually one for the books. AR wanting to get more.
That is an important kill for Burmese Ghouls right now, shutting down that Claude. And here we go. Burmese Ghouls slowly coming back from these kills. They are finally just 2 kills less from EVOS Esports.
And EVOS, they're not ahead by that much. I'm actually a bit surprised. Ruby DD on the Kadita. This is starting to look very ban-worthy, my friend.
Very, very ban-worthy. Ruby DD very slippery with this Kadita. And of course, the bottom lane is going to be pushed as well in exchange for the top lane.
Ooh, Ace, he's all alone here in the mid lane. He's trying to defend against Free. And this looking to be a bit of a difficult fight for EVOS in the mid. They will be conceding over that turtle, or will JPL do something?
He doesn't have any mana. Now the turtle is going to be secured by Kadita. Now they should be able to force a clash at this point, but Potato is going to be pushing down at bottom lane while the Hayabusa is just going to camp out at the jungle.
And Potato putting a lot of pressure on Burmese Ghouls, and I think they need that. I mean, the Hylos pick, I haven't seen a really strong pick yet. I want to see that. I want to see all of the strong picks from EVOS do work, but so far, the Glorious Pathway is only being used as an escape measure.
Yeah, and so far the Hylos isn't very effective thus far, you know. The Hylos needs to make an impact maybe in the late game, but the Diggy is going to be stunned, caught with that Abyssal Arrow as well. They found BVNDV, they have to back away because the Hurricane Dance is a massive threat in this clash. And now they are slowly closing in. The Claude is going to be caught with a 1000 banner. The stun is going to come in. Gardita absolutely demolishes the Claude, and they are going to be following up. Ace in the entire middle of the enemy team. The double kill for Gardita. And are they still going to go for more though? No,
The
Potato.
Burmese Ghouls, man, they are doing work. They are fighting back against the onslaught of EVOS Esports SG. Potato, he was trying to get something done, but mid lane, they're going to be protected by the Burmese Ghouls. Bottom lane is a bit open. Will they go for it? Potato, he's waiting, but looks like he's going to have to make a run for it.
They're slowly, EVOS Esports are slowly throwing away their lead, and this does not look good. The Hylos pick proven ineffective. The Abyssal Arrow does not find anybody. And now Burmese Ghouls have an idea as to where most of EVOS Esports are. They have an idea as to where they should rotate, and now Potato gonna be chased down by CG.
Potato!
But no 1v1 gonna happen today, sir.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You don't want to turn into a French fry. Please don't give too much to CGO. Mid lane though!
Mid lane is gonna be happening right now. Look at this, the Hylos is gonna be melted. The rock waves to finish him off. Hylos gonna be destroyed.
Okay, I think your friend back home is going to be a little disappointed with this Hylos pick.
But here we go, a 1v1 between Potato and CG. Potato, are you going to be turned into a hash brown, or will you be the one cooking CG up?
I think Burmese Ghouls are making you...
Oh, here we go, Potato's going to converge on the time journey is activated as well. The Abyssal Arrow is going to be used. The Blazing Duet, my God! Tita, just one more person to finish him off, and the wipeout! EVOS Esports working on it, and here we go, Terrorista finally going to be taken down, and EVOS Esports, they take the lore for themselves for free.
What a powerful Claude play here coming from
Oh,
the Lord with the hit. Beautiful play. Beautiful play from the Lord. Commend the Lord, man. Commend the Lord.
The Lord is the MVP at this point, ladies and gentlemen, but the Lord is going to be called out to the top lane as well. A lot of pressure for Burmese Ghouls. The Hayabusa still very ineffective, not doing his job, but in just a few more hits, the turret is going to be destroyed. Burmese Ghouls, what is your answer?
What is gonna be the answer here? That's starting to look very difficult to find out. I mean, level advantage, you should have that. You don't have that as well. Item advantage, it's all to EVOS. So EVOS is now pushing on the bottom side. Soul in the middle. He can go for a big play here as long as Ace can put a good Glorious Pathway, or if we can have a good Kaja Divine Judgment.
Alright, so the Kaja is going to be waiting in the wings, hoping to get a good Divine Judgment out of it. Should the Flicker be ready, they should also be ready. Burmese Ghouls, a potential fight is going to happen, but the Diggy, they should be aware of the Diggy as well. The Abyssal Arrow won't be able to connect at this point, but the mid lane is being pushed on as well. They should be forced. 1000 banner, here we go. The Hurricane Dance is going to be activated. They are being forced out of position, and now the Blazing Duet is going to be activated as well. The Diggy is going to fall, and Soul falls as well. The shutdown coming in, the Hayabusa, but it's still a 4v2. There's nobody left. CG is left alone, but Ruby DD, the presence of Ruby DD is there, so they all have to back away. And Potato,
he's not done.
He's not done.
He wants to go
yet.
for the kill.
He wants to go for the kill. Now the DPS is gonna come in, but he will be forced out as well. Now all three towers of Burmese Ghouls all destroyed.
All going down, and that was the plan from the beginning. The reason why Potato was still fighting, even though all of his teammates have left, is they want to make room for the bottom side of the map to be pushed down by EVOS Esports SG. And now, Burmese Ghouls, they have to defend against 3 lanes of super minions.
3 lanes with Potato causing a lot of pressure with the split push. And My goodness. Hayabusa, you're not doing your job, pal. You may be 2-1-5, but can you even push?
Can you dig this? Right now, JPL, he's gonna be in a bad time if Ace pulls the trigger, but he's
they're
not.
gonna force
Soul.
it. I feel a force coming in, and now JPL is gonna come in with a time journey. The time journey proven ineffective. They have taken the Diggy down, the most important member of Burmese Ghouls, and they will be forcing this clash. It is a 4v5. Just what is going to happen? Is Burmese Ghouls going to survive this clash? This will be the defining factor. Who's going to take game one? BBNDB going
penalty
in for
zone.
the That's the penalty zone is activated as well. EVOS Esports looking to be dominating right now. That blazing duet will be
that's
used.
it.
And
Wow.
so long farewell, and Ruby DD, you will be Ruby D done for. And EVOS Esports take game one.
1-0 in a very spectacular fashion. EVOS Esports SG took over the Burmese Ghouls. Of course, we're gonna have to. It's a free game series, so anything can still happen. But EVOS, they seem very happy with the results of their performance.
Very, very dominant performance coming in from EVOS Esports. They showed just how strong they are. They proved that they are the strongest team in Singapore. And Burmese Ghouls, very, very questionable. I mean, wow! I just realized the Hylos pick worked out.
Yeah, it did. It did somehow. I mean, it did not have to make a very big flashy play.
They still won.
All it had to do was be the distraction, and then have Soul go crazy on the back line, and then destroy the team. That's all they need to do. Great shots from Bambi. Also, very, very good follow-up from the Kaja. Check out these stats.
Check out these stats. Burmese Ghouls. Ice had 8 assists in this game. Very well done in the clashes, but he was the first one to be taken down in that final clash. And we talked about it in the pick and ban phase, the drafting phase. If you just take down that Diggy, they will be done for.
And that is exactly what happened. Of course, CGO on the Terizla, he was exerting so much effort. Look, he's the top gold in the team, getting so many towers, so many gold on their side, but it was not enough. Ruby DD was actually pretty good on the Kadita. I was a bit surprised. Anyway, for the meantime, I feel like let's look at the highlights, see how that went down.
This was how the Claude managed to snowball, but eventually into the game, they did not get the Claude to what he wanted, even though he was getting so much kills. Taking down Ice, taking down the Kadita. It was not enough. The Claude had enough items, but they all fell.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Kaja was the weakness of Akai, right? If the Akai tries to go for a set, he's gonna get pulled back. Without the Diggy there to help him, it's a sure dead panda, man.
Yeah. Also, I realized I was talking rubbish. The Claude was the one who was winning. Okay, the Claude didn't fall off. It was the Burmese Ghouls.
Exactly. The Kadita performance, I gotta say, he was pulling off so many good rough waves. See, double kill right away. EVOS did not have an easy time, but somehow, against that very powerful Kadita, they had Soul. The damage output from this marksman, so powerful, and just jumps all around. Even the penalty zone couldn't stop him for long.
I mean, Burmese Ghouls may have won the drafting phase, but EVOS
I hope they
Esports,
continue this. Look at this. He's gonna be a French fry.
Look at this. Goodbye to you, my friend.
How did he die? Yo, there you go. That was beautiful to watch. Anyway,
although Burmese Ghouls won the drafting phase, EVOS Esports took the cake.
Yeah, they really did take the whole lot. And you know what? It was just EVOS picking up Ice over and over again.
Look at this. Look
My
at how
God.
it all ended. The first time that Diggy it just ended very badly for them. You know, Burmese
Really
Ghouls. The moment Diggy got taken away with that divine judgment, used that time journey as well, it was useless. The time journey didn't do anything. It only did nothing for Burmese Ghouls.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, EVOS Esports took it game 1 against Burmese Ghouls.
That was actually a pretty impressive game 1. Again, I have to emphasize this. That was not easy. It was not easy at all for the EVOS Esports SG comp. I mean, maybe it's because of the lack of tanks. If it was maybe a different tank, it would have been a lot smoother or a lot cleaner. Otherwise, the Hylos it did what it needed to do.
Yeah.
It was not MVP. It was not getting a lot of kills. It was not getting a lot of assists. But he was enabling Soul to go crazy, for Odir Bambi to not die. That itself is already a sign of a very, very good tank.
I mean, Burmese Ghouls in the early game, it was looking really good despite the fact that Claude had 2-3 kills in the first few minutes of the game. The Kadita pick was catching people off guard, bursting them down. The Diggy was also shutting them down in the clashes, but in the end, EVOS Esports just took it with that Kaja ultimate, the Divine Judgment onto the Diggy.
That's right.
That was just it.
And Kaja is the answer if you have a Diggy. At the same time, you know what? The Diggy is an answer to the Kaja.
Yeah.
But if the Diggy itself
If you're the one
is
who's
getting
caught,
Divine Judgment, you're not saving anyone.
Yeah.
You're only giving a free kill to the enemy.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, in just a few minutes, I think there's going to be an interview. Or I believe so, but let's talk about the drafting phase real quick.
Yeah, we are.
How did they lose that, Brockhart? How did they lose that?
I mean, it was clear cut to me. I mean, I feel like Burmese Ghouls got a lot of what they wanted. They got the mages they got the mages that were needed for Ruby
Yeah.
DD, and he performed so well on it. They also got the Diggy. It was a priority Diggy, so it was actually a bit difficult to say how well they lost that, right? I mean, there's so many ways
Yeah.
that they could have actually won, but otherwise, it was just really funny.
They forced him out as well. They forced EVOS Esports out of any tank whatsoever. They completely won that drafting phase, but they still lost. I cannot fathom how you would lose.
And
Oh
I was hoping that I would see a lot more, even team fights, but overall, the moment Soul, that guy on the marksman, joined the fight, it was just clean cut. It's funny because we saw him join the fight so early. Usually for a lot of Claude users out there, they wait until they complete the Demon Hunter Sword, they wait until they complete the Golden Staff before they join in with the Big Blazing Duet. But man, I think that guy just joined even without with just one item, with just Demon Hunter Sword.
Yeah.
He was so confident, and the confidence was backed up by his team. That's a very, very key thing to happen.
It was just the faith in the teammates that they had. EVOS Esports absolutely dominated that first game. The Claude just snowballing in, and as well as the other teammates. It was just brilliant. The Kaja, the Claude, they did their jobs, and the Hayabusa, not too much.
Hayabusa, not too much. The Hayabusa's job, a lot of people on the chat were also saying, why is the Hayabusa doing that? I think they were just trying to, they were so used to a lot of Hayabusas in this group stage to just go crazy, right?
Yeah.
To just go nuts on tower, destroy it first, and it just didn't happen for the Burmese Ghouls here.
I mean, I'm excited to see some more respect bans coming in. I mean, the Claude should be banned now. The Claude should absolutely be banned. And of course, in the screens right now, you are seeing the audience live in the Smart Araneta Coliseum. They have went here to support their teams. They have went here just to see the hometown heroes, Archangel and Brent Esports. And if you guys want to have the same experiences as them, go get your tickets right now at msc.ticketnet.com.ph. For more information, though,
Actually, that's EVOS right there. EVOS
yeah,
PH in the
EVOS.
squad, yo. With
The
Dexy
squad.
right there, and with Mr. Vaughn. Shout out to these guys. They're awesome people. And they are EVOS PH.
Yeah. And if you want more information
Archangel
regarding
Onage.
this event, go to msc.mobilelegends.com so you can get what you need.
Yeah, a lot of information as well will be provided if you go to msc.mobilelegends.com as well as ticketnet.com.ph. Hopefully we see you here. We are looking forward to you guys being on this crowd, this very awesome crowd who are waiting and waiting for these teams to start playing.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, reminding everyone that we are live on Facebook Gaming. And this event is brought to you by EGG Network and Boonsun. Not forgetting our legendary sponsors, Smart and elite sponsor, Realme and HyperX. So, ladies and gentlemen, just for the information of everyone, we are slowly getting into the lobbies of these players. So please be a bit more
we saw it
patient.
right there.
Yeah,
EVOS just got seated. I think. All right, we're gonna go into the draft right now, ladies and gents. Let's go. Game 2 draft for EVOS Esports SG versus Burmese Ghouls.
All right, EVOS Esports now on the blue side and Burmese Ghouls now on the red side. EVOS Esports just one game ahead, and if they take this, Burmese Ghouls will be going home. But let's see if that is the case. Kaja is going to be banned for EVOS Esports.
Man, I feel like I need to see a Lunox ban here right away, because I feel like EVOS, they should not underestimate the Lunox of Ruby DD. And whether or not that happens is going to be a big question mark. We want to see Esmeralda bans as well for... Because man, Esmeralda's just so broken right now.
You just can't doubt that Esmeralda.
So brokenly powerful.
And of course, EVOS Esports respecting Ruby DD, taking away that Lunox.
Yeah, Lunox as well, man. I feel like a lot of... Yeah, there you go, right away. Thank you so much for the respect, man. And the Grok going down. So, we have a lot of stuff open. We have a Kimmy open if EVOS wants to take that route. We also have a...
so many open. The Claude is open.
Claude
Cho is
open. First pick. Hayabusa, they don't care about that. What are you talking about?
What are you talking
about? We can deal with the Hayabusa.
Selena is open, though.
I feel like Selena is a big mistake. If you did not take care of Selena last game, how are you going to take care of it this game as well?
At this point, I think Selena should be the least, should have the least amount of priorities here.
Oh my god, man. Cho for EVOS, it finally got picked up. It's been being bad for them for the whole of the group stage.
And they finally get it.
They finally have it here, right now. So Burmese Ghouls, I hope they're ready for this, because EVOS, they have a reputation for this.
Yeah, and of course, what is the response going to be? The Claude is still open. The Minotaur is open as well. So what is it? Do you think the Gujan might be picked at this point?
I feel like the Gushan is going to be a bit of a less priority, because Gushan maybe for EVOS, but not for Burmese Ghouls. They already have like Hayabusa, very, very squishy. Man, Burmese Ghouls, they're still keeping the hot priority here on the Diggy.
They're very persistent with this Diggy as well. So, in case everybody is wondering, the Diggy is an important pick because he can just negate every type of CC that's coming to the team.
Yeah.
But, however, if you're the one being CC'd, you cannot activate that time journey, or it will be rendered useless if you're the one being CC'd, especially for the Kaja. But in this case, the Kaja is banned out.
Yeah, pick for the Gushan, not for BG, but for EVOS. I feel like they're listening to us right now. So I like the picks. Of course, the Terizla as well being locked in by EVOS. They have a lot of teams. I've always seen Terizla. Have you noticed? He's always being picked here.
Terizla seems to be a very important pick for every team of that matter. And now let's see what the next pick is going to be. Terizla, of course, is going to be given. The Gujan pick, I forgot about this, but the Esmeralda comes in.
Yeah, there we go, Esmeralda. This could be the difference maker that Burmese Ghouls are looking for. However, you also have to take into consideration EVOS. They know this. They expect this, because they already know that Esmeralda's too powerful. Why would they leave it out of the ban?
I think at this point, Burmese Ghouls need to ban out for the last ban. Burmese Ghouls should be banning out Selena.
Yeah, Selena absolutely powerful as well. Leomord gonna be removed from the Burmese Ghouls. However, I don't think that's such a huge difference maker. Because Hayabusa's already a solo laner.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for a strong fighter, you know, there are a lot of other options.
Still
like Thams.
A lot more. Thams is still there, is still present, but I still think Selena should be a priority here.
Okay. So, we're gonna have to wait and see if Selena's gonna be banned here. And they go for Claude instead. So Soul gonna have one less marksman option available to him.
This is weird because even though they had the ban, they could have just banned the Selena and then picked the Claude for themselves. But it seems so that they're banning themselves out.
Banning themselves out, is that really a smart thing to do?
I mean, if they have a game plan, sure. They should have a game plan.
Either way, it's really going to be a very crucial second pick here, fourth pick here for Burmese Ghouls, because you need to remove some tanks here. Get some tanks for your own, deny a Minotaur possibility, but they go for the Akai instead.
Akai is kind of a good choice at this point.
So it's going to be an automatic Minotaur for
automatic Minotaur for EVOS Esports. It should be. Unless, of course, they go for another surprise pick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to a lot of surprise picks. I don't care, and I would like to see that.
Yeah, same. So it should be a Minotaur right there, and then, but the problem is, the Diggy is present.
Yeah, the Diggy could stop that, but then again, what can we do against that? Maybe we can just face them head on.
These
And
are pro teams.
Even these are pro teams. They know what's gonna happen if they pick the Minotaur. They know that a
They
huge.
know they just need to bait it out. They need to bait
Yeah.
the time journey out.
Oh! Okay, no Minotaur.
Is picking.
I think they heard this. You don't need to pick a Minotaur. You just need to stay alive.
This is the caster's curse. This was what
Caster's
they were
curse.
talking about. This is the caster's curse.
No tank gameplay, boy.
No
no
tank
tank gameplay for EVOS Esports SG. Oh man, Rafaela.
Rafaela, oh my goodness. People back home will be screaming.
Yeah, Rafaela pick, man. It's
But of
something.
course,
Yeah.
not to disregard the Granger. That's a lot of damage.
Oh my gosh, the
for
Granger
EVOS.
last series was just so powerful. It takes down opponents so quickly as well. So I feel like that, what do you call that? The time journey.
Yeah,
It
the
will
time
not
journey.
be that impactful in this game.
I
Not
mean,
anymore.
Not anymore, at least, because what use is the time journey if you're just gonna get bursted down?
Yeah, if you're just gonna absorb damage, right? So wow, Rafaela main in the house, yo. Make some noise. Hashtag EVOS win if you want EVOS Esports SG to prevail. Or hashtag BG win for the Burmese Ghouls on game 2. 1-0 already in favor of EVOS.
All right, so we are slowly getting into the game right now. The loading screen is present. Burmese Ghouls and EVOS Esports, they are very focused on this one. And I want to talk about teamwork real quick because, first of all, in that game 1, they all focused on the Diggy right away as soon as the Kaja got the Divine Judgment in. They
Yes.
focused right away.
All
Hey,
troops
I got the
deployed.
Diggy. Focus this guy. And they did. That's
Right now,
exactly what happened.
You're loading up game 1, game 2, Land of Dawn. EVOS Esports SG versus Burmese Ghouls.
All right, so for EVOS Esports SG, we have Oh Dear Bambi on the Gujan, JPL on the Cho, Potato on the Granger, Soul on the Tarista, and Ace on the surprising Rafaela.
For the Burmese Ghouls, Ace on the Hayabusa, PV and DV on the Akai, Ruby DD this time on that very powerful Esmeralda, Ice on the Diggy still, and CGO on the Kimmy.
All right, so the Kimmy is going to be pushing a lot at this point because look at that half health already. Not even 1 minute in, it's just 54 seconds just left. And Kimmy is just... Wait, how did the Kimmy get through? I didn't see
It was the last pick.
It was the
so they needed damage. I actually didn't mind seeing it because
Yeah.
so far, because of the composition of EVOS Esports SG, this guy's gonna get bursted down.
I was too fixated on the Rafaela pick, and now Ice is going to be melted down as well. CGO in big trouble. Ice just one more, and the first blood for EVOS Esports.
Wow, beautiful first blood there. Cannot believe that was actually pretty quick. And they're only level 2, so the invade was, let's see if it's going to be worth it. Ice still fighting. Ace going to be with the time reversal. And the chase is on. One for one.
1 for 1 right now, and Ruby DD is going to converge on JPL as well. Oh dear, Bambi with the follow-up. EV and EV in big trouble. 2 kills so far for EVOS Esports, and Ruby DD is the only one left. What are you going to do? You don't have any escape tools just yet, but EVOS Esports choose to back away from this one.
Yeah, EVOS, I think they're starting to meet their match here in the early stages of the game. The power of the Kimmy comp is that you have strong early game minion wave clear, strong early game crab clear. You can also get the turtle right away if you're in a good position.
It's just very good rotations from EVOS Esports. They responded so quickly, knowing that there was a threat from Burmese Ghouls just lurking around at the bottom lane. And now, Hayabusa and the Esmeralda working on that turtle. They should have an idea, but it will be taken away, secured by
A lot more less confident, yeah? Right now, I feel like they are meeting their match with the composition. Not having a tank is actually a bit of a difficult thing, apparently, right? So, but right now, though, they don't care if they don't have a tank. They will still try to dive. Bottom lane, 4-man strong for EVOS.
All right, so bottom lane is going to be dove on, but it looks to be they're going to go for JPL out of position. Doesn't matter
Kimmy.
though, he will survive.
Kimi Rocket kind of gets them a bit lower, so that's actually a good thing. Right now, Ruby DD has a chase, charges up the Star Moon. What do you call
Falling
it?
Star Moon.
Yeah.
The Falling Star Moon charges it up.
Falling
but
Star
finds
Moon, there
Nobody
you go.
goes to the jungle instead. Still, the enemy turret is going to be destroyed. Where?
Strong
the
flex
bottom
here.
Lane. It was a bottom lane. The Kimi just too strong of a pusher. And now the top lane. So out of position. They're going to go for it at this point. But BBNDB, the only one left. No response from his team.
Oh boy, they want to go for a dive. They are not scared.
They
Oh,
are
he
not
got hit.
scared. Here
Terizla
we go.
locks him down.
Soul is
That's
gonna fall,
a very
though.
dead Akai.
And Akai going to be dead as well. Terizla just dove on at the top lane, but of course in the background, Gujan takes out the Kimi.
Man, that's actually pretty good here for EVOS. What can they do with this small lead that they have in terms of map control? Although, again, they are controlling the top side, but they're kind of behind on gold, which is now reversed with that very sweet tower take.
All right, so EVOS Esports not looking too good so far, but they do have kind of just a bit of a lead. Burmese Ghouls, I think they should just go for more objectives rather than looking for more kills, because objectives
Yeah.
are more important in this game. Because at this point, look at the team composition for EVOS Esports. It's
Turtle
more on the
resurrecting soon.
killing side rather than the objective. But look at this,
Oh
the Falling
boy.
Star Moon is going to be activated. Soul is going to be chased down, but Ace will not find him. Here we go. All right, in the mid lane, a possible skirmish is going to happen. Diggy puts the stars down.
JPL being
Maybe
chased by
that-
stars here. Of
Chased
course,
down by stars. How
Yeah.
I wish that happened to me.
Burmese Ghouls, though, they are aware that EVOS could go for a bottom lane attack, and they try to go for something. JPL, Ruby DD charges up, does not catch Soul here on the Terizla. Ace, he can still fight, but right now they are trying to back off.
All right, the turtle dance is happening, ladies and gentlemen. A clash will indeed happen at this point. 1,000 Pounder is going to be used. Hurricane Dance finds nobody. Soul is in big trouble right now, stuck in that Baron pit, stuck in that turtle rather pit.
Killing
And here we
spree.
go. Oh dear baby, Ruby DD, the only one left. Time Journey is going to be activated. JPL flickers over that wall, and they will be safely backing away from this one.
Ruby DD with the Crescent Star, Falling Star Moon.
Falling Star Moon, yeah, it's a Falling
just
Star Moon.
a Crescent Star,
Yeah,
Crescent
it's,
Star.
it's
It's a lot of
it's a
very
lot of confusion.
celestial kind of base kind of thing. So anyway, I feel like the Falling Star Moons are not hitting their marks. It shows that Ruby DD seems to be a little bit hesitant to go for the fights. Maybe EVOS is just a bit scary at the moment, but maybe later on, once they get tankier, once they get to a better stage.
Here we go,
Could be
JPL is
different.
going to be converged on by 3 people, but safely backs away. Such good reactions from JPL. JPL's been so risky in this
Yes.
game. He's been making a lot of bets, but it's not working out. At least he doesn't die a lot though. But here we go, Soul finds the entire roster of Burmese
Yeah, at
Ghouls.
least he doesn't
It's fine.
die.
And here we go, Potato gonna converge on Ace as well. It's a 2v1.
Oh!
He will survive with just
Debated!
a sliver of health. And Ruby DD taking a bit of damage, but gonna back away. They're just gonna run away, walk away from that one.
What a powerful play there from EVOS. Of course, they are also just keeping Burmese Ghouls on the ground here, not allowing them to go rotate much. But Soul, he got caught!
Soul is gonna get caught as well. The Hurricane Dance activated, but Terizla will fall to the hands of the Esmeralda. And JPL hiding in the wings, hiding in the brushes right now. But Burmese Ghouls taking back their lead.
Okay, so
Slowly
Burmese
but
Ghouls, they
surely.
have some control back in their jungle. However, we will have to see what kind of rotation EVOS is going to do. Because once you have this much control on the map, it becomes very difficult for Burmese Ghouls to use the Kimi.
Yeah.
You cannot use the Kimi anymore to take Crab, to take Turtle, because you're always afraid that EVOS is going to pile on you.
This game is very slow paced. This is very uncharacteristic of EVOS Esports. But now look at this. Ruby DD gonna get caught in the middle of the Falling Star Moon. This is gonna be another turtle dance, ladies and gentlemen. They are gonna come in as well. The turtle secured by the Kimi, but BBND gonna be caught as well. The Time Journey activated, but Ice just a few more hits away. He will fall, but he will be ignored as well. Look at this.
Oh my
the mega kill
gosh.
for the Gujan. The Diggy finally falling, and this could be a push for the mid lane.
The Rafaela pick working so well for EVOS, keeping their HP bar so high. They're suffering so much damage, but they don't care. It's being replenished over and over again.
I think it's safe to say that Burmese Ghouls, they weren't prepared for the Rafaela pick.
At all.
At
This
all.
was not in the plan. This was not in the boat notebook that they gave us. What is this?
This is code red. This is Mayday at this point for Burmese Ghouls. They need to have an answer for that Rafaela, or else the Rafaela will be the only one to wreak havoc for Burmese Ghouls with, with these heals as well. 4 assists so far with just 1 death. And EVOS Esports looks so strong.
Man, EVOS, I really like what they're doing. They turned around a pretty solid lead from Burmese Ghouls, and now it's a 5k gold lead.
5K
the Kimmy is not felt at all in this fight.
The presence is not felt. They're looking for more kills, but they just go for advantages right now. But Kimmy is not doing her job.
It's kind of sad to see this.
Yeah.
The way that the Burmese Ghouls are kind of panicking around the map right now.
Yes, Ruby Didi is going to be caught and melted so hard. Not expecting people to be in that specific brush, and they will push down that bottom lane.
Even the Frost Moon Shield cannot keep these Esmeralda alive. What a big problem for Burmese Ghouls.
Now this is gonna
When
be
you get to that point, like, who do you rely on to keep you, to lead you into battle?
to keep you safe at that matter. But look at this. They're all applying pressure in every lane for Burmese Ghouls. They did a good job at, just shutting the Hayabusa and the Esmeralda out, and that's exactly what you need to do. EVOS Esports oh my goodness, I don't have words for this.
Yeah, that's all they needed to do. Shut down Ruby DD, shut down Ace, and now they don't even need to answer the Kimmy. The Kimmy cannot walk out of the map because there's no one to protect him.
The Kimmy can't even burst anyone at this point. Not a single completed item for Kimmy so far.
Oh boy, so it's like he's having fun. He looks like he's just walking around the park here and not really afraid of any ganks. Ace is very nearby, so top lane EVOS is also pushing. Oh, Burmese Ghouls, they're gonna get a headache after this one. We're rotating so much.
Rotating so much. EVOS Esports, one of the strengths that they have lies in their rotation. They're so quick to respond whenever hostility is present, and Burmese Ghouls just can't expect it right away. Oh, they're so far away, we should kill this guy. The next thing you know, oh, how are you complete?
Yeah, how are they all in here? And how are they still so high HP? Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
JPL trying to pick up some targets here. Burmese Ghouls are behind by a solid 7,000 gold at 10.5 minutes. So EVOS, they have a small window here. They need to make full use of this Lord in order to make a strong play.
Again, twice as much as kills for EVOS Esports compared to the Burmese Ghouls, and the Lord is also called out, so that's going to be extra pressure for Burmese Ghouls. They need to defend that, but at what cost though?
What cost is the big question, right? Like, who do you actually put up as a sacrificial lamb in order to win a team fight? How to win a team fight is a big question for the Myanmar squad.
With the Lord present as well, they need to take into account the amount of damage that the Lord puts out for you. You either need to take the Lord down or force a clash. But look at this. A clash is going to happen. Gujan will take down the Hayabusa, and Ice is in big trouble.
Oh!
The explosion for EVOS Esports, and now it's a 5v3. They should have the upper hand right now. The top lane is going to be pushed. Now Burmese Ghouls, they cannot do anything. JPL is going to be stunned in, but that does not matter. The mid lane is going to be pushed. Ruby DD with a falling star.
Ruby DD, he's trying!
So much damage for EVOS Esports. BBNDB, no Hurricane Dance for you. No effect. JPL, the knockout coming in. Incandescence is also used. Just exposed base right now, and EVOS Esports can just easily take this in more than 12 minutes.
They're going to do it. They're gonna finish this. EVOS, they wanted to, and they are ready to go. JPL very low. Godlike for Dear Bambi. Oh my gosh.
Melted as well. Look at this. Just a few more hits, and Ace can't do anything just yet. Gonna get stunned as well.
Soul penalty.
The penalty, and EVOS Esports will take it 2-0 against Burmese Ghouls.
Beautiful. No answer at all anymore for the EVOS aggression. It is a quick 2-0, ladies and gentlemen.
It was a 12-minute game. EVOS Esports absolutely dominating the Burmese Ghouls, and ladies and gentlemen, Burmese Ghouls will be going home.
Going home, and it was not an easy game again for EVOS. They were fighting back. At some point, Burmese Ghouls were ahead, but EVOS, they were able to rotate out of the Esmeralda's grasps. You know what the problem with Esmeralda is? If you don't have any targets, you cannot charge up Frost Moon Shield enough.
And here's the thing about Burmese Ghouls, right? It was a very rough start for them. They were in a group against Onyx Esports. It was they just got completely demolished, and now it is PTSD against EVOS Esports. They did a good job. They did well. Burmese Ghouls, your time has come. It is EVOS Esports who will take this.
Yes, GG, well played to the Myanmar squad. They were very valiant. They seemed to be pouring their hearts out. But in the end, supreme macro advantages and strong team play is what got EVOS Esports to the top. So let's have a look at some of the highlights here from this match. Let's see how that was going to be broken down.
All right, so this was how they got the first blood. The Diggy just got caught. And also, look at this, the mispositioning from EVOS Esports. Although they had a lot of those in the early game, they still bounced back from it. And EVOS Esports just capitalized on every mistake Burmese Ghouls had. They even had to dive in for the Akai to get that kill.
The Akai did not care at all. I feel like the Hurricane dances were a bit off point so much. So much of the time, the Akai was being hunted down, and after the Akai falls, Burmese Ghouls are starting to lose track. They're like, what are we supposed to do if they lose? But if it's like this, it's good, right? This is where Burmese Ghouls were actually leading. But if it goes wrong, like PVNDB, once he dies, everyone for Burmese Ghouls just scatters.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem that I got from Burmese Ghouls. Akai went in with a 1,000-pounder, right? He always goes in. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. He's always separated from the enemy team. I mean, from his allied team. And they just can't respond quickly. So he's the one who gets bursted down right away. Therefore, the Hurricane Dance is negated. It is rendered useless. And that should have been what they realized. But it was too late already for Burmese Ghouls.
Yeah, and the Rafaela pick worked. By the way, this is why Cho is always bad against EVOS. JPL just plays it so well. MVP!
MVP for
on the
Soul.
Claude.
The Claude with the 11.1 KDA, 10 kills, 3 deaths, and 6 assists.
Yeah,
You
Claude
cannot disregard this guy.
insta-ban this time around for EVOS. I mean, that Claude was the stuff of legends. Beautiful gameplay and contested behavior.
You guys know who to take note already. And Claude will be the focus pick. And they should be the ones who will be... Claude should be the one banned all the time.
Yeah, I feel like this Claude just is going to be perma-banned here for EVOS for the meantime. I feel like this Claude deserves a break. And again, overall strong team play. Not just Soul, right?
Yeah.
Not just Soul. Team is going crazy
Their
for
entire
EVOS.
team. It was their entire
So
team.
many threats. JPL on the Cho. Oh dear, Bambi on the Gushen played so efficiently, taking down Akai's left, right, and center. And my god, the Rafaela pick work.
Yeah.
Prepare to see Rafaelas in your solo queue. Everyone ranking right now. You're in for a treat. You will see
Cho was a
Rafaela.
very slippery Cho. We have to agree on that.
For
The Cho
sure.
was super slippery. Got the kicks in, the way of the dragons in, and it was just complete domination for EVOS Esports, and they will be proceeding to fight against Geek Fam.
Should be fun. I want to see
Should
this.
be fun.
This is
Should be fun.
This is what I wanted to see in the groups that I didn't actually get to see a lot.
Yeah.
But now we will get a whole series: Geek Fam versus EVOS SG.
All right. So what is up next? What are we going to be looking forward to in the next upcoming matches?
I think we're gonna have to wait for these guys to really show it up. Of course, it will be match C. We're gonna have to look at that later on. But for the meantime, let's have a look and see what the EVOS team has to say about that with their MVP Soul. I think Soul just has so many picks, despite being just a marksman main, right? So hopefully he has something else to say about that. What do you guys got to say?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're backstage live here at Araneta Coliseum, and we're here with the champions right now, especially my beautiful co-host,
for yours.
Fiera. All right. So,
Oh,
the champion,
guys, oh dear,
Captain
Bambi.
Bambi, right? Captain Bambi. My first question is: the first game was a little harder. The second game was a little easier.
All right.
It wasn't as complicated as the first one. A little. What was your strategy going into game two?
I think the difference between game 1 and game 2 was that because we played Burmese Gold before in the previous competitions, but they had a swap of member. There was one change in the member, so we weren't really sure what Burmese Gold plan was, and yeah, so first game was more of us studying the team and trying to learn what they could do and
Their
what they would
strengths
do.
and weaknesses.
So going into game 2, knowing a bit more about them, I felt that was the main change. The strategy was still the same in game 1, game 2. It was basically we knew the opponent a bit more. Yeah.
And I've noticed that you guys pressured them from the start and tried to push all the lanes and also clear all the lanes at the same time. And you guys dominated the turtle at the same time. So it was great strategy. Fira.
So tomorrow you guys gonna against Geek Fam again, and this is not the first time you guys fight, right? So do you think you can win?
Alright, so regarding Geek Fam, I think we've met them about 4 times. I would say MPL Season 2 once, and then Season 3 twice. We won them first time, and then second and third we lost. And then we met them again at Clash of Champions, which was held last month, and we actually won them there. So actually, I'm being quite positive about this matchup. I think that we're going into the next game. I think we're quite confident about it, and yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting match definitely. Geek Fam is a strong team. I look forward to it.
So guys, congrats to EVOS Esports SG. You guys want to say anything? Yeah.
Thank you very much. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations.
And everyone that's watching, guys, stay tuned because we have the next game. I will make redemption from what I said earlier. So here we go with game number 3. It's Wawa Gaming from Laos and Vietnam over Clockers. So that's next. Remember, don't go anywhere. Go get some food, kumain ka ng konti, and then bumalik ka na agad. Ha? All right, so thank you very much, guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya. ML Peeps, baby. Oh.
So Faraz, what are your thoughts on the Series 2 that just happened?
Well, it's again unfortunate to see another team go away on the plains day. It is going to be Burmese Ghouls of Myanmar, but we do have another Myanmar representative, Team Resolution, that will be fighting later on today.
Exactly.
But we have to say congratulations to EVOS Esports SG.
Congratulations, EVOS Esports SG. You will be now fighting on towards the next day. Right, okay, so I also have another announcement. It's actually a repeat of the announcement earlier because we want to make sure you guys are able to meet your favorite MSC teams. So there's a meet and greet session with MSC teams happening today at the Red Gate lobby. The schedule's all there to decide which one you want to meet. That's to be able to get an autograph and a selfie with them. And take note, this is only happening today, so be sure to meet them when you can during the breaks.
This is their only chance. I think if I'm not mistaken, Geek Fam was doing their meet and greet earlier, so all the teams will be doing it today. Again, make sure you get to them. If your friends are at home, call them over here because this is their only chance. There's also one more thing I'd like to mention. All the Mythic holders, Mythic ticket holders for the 3-day pass have a goodie bag that they can collect tomorrow at the Red Gate lobby as well. The same place the meet and greet is happening. Collect it over there and show your ticket for verification.
Yes, exactly, for validation. Don't forget, yung lahat ng mga Mythic pass holders, there will be goodie bags tomorrow, only tomorrow, so be sure to bring that ticket para ma-validate na kayo nga ay Mythic pass holders.
Now, Saraline, I have a special surprise for everybody down in the Smart Arenada Coliseum. We have a special giveaway.
Ooh, what is it?
Well, I don't want to say. We have to wait for Eruption and Fira. Where are they?
Eruption, Fira, are you anywhere nearby? There they are.
Hey! on, give it up for Eruption and Fira, guys.
All right. Okay, check mic. Yes,
Check mic,
we're
hello?
back. And I actually, did you guys hear me backstage?
Yes, we did.
This time you heard me.
We heard
Yes.
you, bro.
Man,
Okay.
all I was doing was just dancing. I was just dancing. I was just-
Keep dance.
Hey. Keep it all. There's something special happening later, man.
Okay. Later on. We'll save it for that.
So
But,
we have a special giveaway courtesy of HyperX. We're going to be giving away a headphone. And maybe you can tell them how we're giving it away. I'm going to show it to the guys real quick.
okay, grab it. So since I was dancing, maybe we can continue the dance.
I think you see.
Oh, yeah.
For the
Maybe we
giveaway.
can still dance.
You stay in the middle?
Maybe we can get the crowd to dance.
We can have
How's
our
that?
production
We can get
have
them-
Dance?
We should
Guys,
do
listen
that.
nyo, kailangan ng sample.
What is sample?
So sample means,
Okay.
here in the Philippines, there's a show called Showtime. And when someone chants, sample, when they say that means you have to do something.
Okay.
It means you either have to dance or sing
I
or
see.
portray a talent that you have. So this time,
Oh my God, we already got
Oh,
okay.
they start!
So-
They already start!
So
one.
we will explain.
Oh, no, not yet. Joke lang.
Mag-explain muna kami kung anong gagawin nyo, okay? When the camera is viewed on you guys, if it's on you, that means you have to dance. Okay?
Dance for your
Kailangan sumayaw. Alright? So if the camera is on you, hey, wag kayong magsiyara, lumabas agad. The guys are just going outside.
Yeah, I see.
Okay,
No,
I'm
yeah.
shy. I don't want to dance.
I'm gonna ready? Yeah.
but some of them are dancing already, man.
Right?
Yes.
So, okay. This is what you're gonna have to do though. Ito yung choreography nyo, okay? So we need a DJ. Where's our DJ?
Our DJ, we have a DJ.
Our DJ,
So we're gonna
We have
show
a
them a
DJ.
DJ, play that music. You guys know this song. You know the song very well.
We need to turn it up. We need to turn it up so we can hear.
Okay, we have to wait for the chorus. We have to wait for the chorus.
Okay. Then you guys
This is
need
the
to follow.
chorus.
We choreographed something in
This
the
is it.
dancing.
Wala pa.
Watch and learn.
Yun lang. That's it.
That's it.
Okay, that's all you
it.
gotta do.
Okay.
It's easy.
Easy.
Okay? So all you have to do is right over left and then jam. Okay? Next,
Igiling-giling nyo yan.
on the right side.
It's actually.
Also, we will not be judging this. The crowd will be judging this.
Kayo ang huhusga.
You're gonna
Kayo
get a
ang
gift.
mag-cheer.
Okay, so I think what we can do is turn down the music for a while. We can turn down the music, and then we can choose someone in the audience
camera.
and get them to dance.
Woo!
Oh!
Hey!
Hey!
Winner!
Oh,
Okay?
winner! Ang galing!
Hold on.
Wow! Ang galing!
No, wait,
Okay.
hold on.
Okay.
You have to have, in order to win, you have to have a challenger.
Challenger, that means we have
We
one
have a
more.
challenger.
So we can have one more?
We gotta have one more.
One more person?
She's still dancing,
Yeah,
man.
she's
She's
still
still
dancing.
going. She's still going.
She said, give me the headphone.
May gusto pang sumayaw. Sino ba?
I think there's more people who
Okay.
want to dance.
We
That guy.
need
Who wants to top? I'm
Okay.
the lady in blue.
cameraman. Please zoom in here, right here.
Guys, get ready!
Hold on. Right there on the
Over
side.
there.
This side. Yep,
Okay.
keep on going.
We're gonna get one more person to do the
Yeah.
dance. Oh, there you go.
There we go. Oh, damn.
Oh my God! Keep going!
This is it. Go. Okay, that's one. Okay, let's wait.
There's one!
Okay, DJ, turn it up. One more.
One more?
One more.
One more!
So where are we going? You know what?
Who's next?
DJ, if you want to follow me,
Who? Oh my god, it's so fun.
this guy here. Come here.
Oh my god.
Dito mo na. Sige na. Kanina pa. Ganito. Ako na. All right, here we go.
Guys, give a big clap.
You know how to do it? You know how to do the dance? Yeah, you can do anything you want. Okay, but that's up to you. Nasayo yan. Okay, camera is right there. Turn around. Here we go. Ready?
Oh my god.
There we go. Chinichik kita eh. Here it is.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Guys, give a big clap. Yes, Pinoy.
There you go. Okay, cut. Good job. Okay, good. Okay, ngayon.
Keep
So
it on.
that's a third. Can we have one more, please? Can we have one more? That's up to you guys.
Fine.
One more.
You choose.
Sino pa gusto? Sige na. Ito.
Let's
Sige,
pick
punta
from
tayo
this
na.
side, eruption.
Okay, here we go.
This side.
Right here on the side. Let's go. We don't have much time.
Everyone like very excited.
How you doing,
Okay.
sir? What's your name? Jimel, taga saan ka? Bulacan! Give it up for Bulacan! Come on! Okay, so we're gonna get the DJ. He's gonna drop the music. Hold on, wait for the music. Here we go, let's go.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh! Hey!
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Get him, Eruption. Don't let him dance no more.
Tama na! Hatawin! He went up to this level. Good job, huh?
All right.
That's four.
That's 4. Eruption,
enough.
this is what we're going to do. We're going to cut the music, and then we're going to get the guys at the back to choose who is the winner. So whoever danced just now, sit in your seat, and we're going to choose the winner, and we're going to show them on screen, and we're going to pass the HyperX headphone to you. Are you guys ready?
We're gonna cheer.
All right, let's do it.
So number one,
Where is
she?
Miss
She's over
Lady
there.
in blue?
You guys need to
With the
cheer.
fishnets on her pants. I love her outfit.
Yeah.
So let's
There
give it up
you
for
are.
number one in 3, 2, 1, cheer! Okay, that was pretty good.
Okay.
Solid.
Oh, wow. She's trying to copy.
She's flying.
She
as
flying,
well.
baby. She flying. Okay, where's contestant number 2? Okay, camera, get the zoom on that.
Are we going to get him on him?
Oh, no, that's number 3.
Wrong position.
That's number 3.
But go ahead.
But let's just give it for him.
Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Teka muna.
Wow.
Relax. Grabe naman, cancer kayo.
Isa pa.
Teka
Three.
muna. Okay, so on 3, 2, 1,
one.
scream. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty loud as well. And where's our third one?
We
He's
have
right
one
there on
over
the left
there,
side.
in the white shirt.
Cameraman
Yes.
just right here in the front.
To
our
our
third
left,
contestant.
wearing a white shirt.
Yes, we're getting it on him.
Yeah.
Oh, they went straight to the next one. They skipped the number 2.
They need
Okay.
to find.
I think we can just cheer for this guy first.
Okay,
he
hold
went
on.
last.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's cheer for Mr. Bulacan in 3, 2, 1, go! Wow, okay.
Okay, not bad,
And
not
now,
bad. We have one more
our
person.
number 2, the last one.
We're gonna give it for the last one. There he is, there he is.
Yes!
Okay, let's cheer for contestant number 2 in 3, 2, 1.
His friends started cheering for him. That's good. All
That
right.
was pretty good as well. But I think it's clearly we do have a winner. But that's the cameraman to
Yes.
decide,
Yes.
okay?
Cameraman. Our
Cameraman, who
Loving
is our
genie.
champion?
Who's the winner?
Who gets to take home HyperX headset?
All right, we're going to show the winner on screen in a moment. We're going to find him or her, whoever it is, and we're going to show the winner very soon. That is our winner!
Okay, our first contestant
The first
is
one.
our winner. Okay, there she is. If you want to come up, you can come to the side if you want, or
I can pass it to them.
There it is.
Oh, Dick.
Yeah.
Just run.
All right.
There
Faris
she is.
is giving
She's here.
up.
She's here.
Thank you and congratulations.
Okay, congratulations. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Faris. You're a gentleman for doing that. Congratulations to lahat ng mga contestants that could compete. Remember, we have more to come.
That's
so remember,
right.
save your talent. That's a gift right there.
So I think after this we're gonna continue. And now we take a break.
Yes, we're going to
Yes.
be starting with the next match soon. So we're going to
Yeah.
take a break. When we come back, it is going to be our next matchup, guys.
We'll be back.
Monster kill. Killing spree. Mega kill.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Launch attack. Legendary. 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 Launch attack. Legendary.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.